So areas of irregular figures. First step, divide the figure up into parts you can find the area of. Parts that you can find the area of. There's usually many different ways you can do it. So I may cut it up differently than Emery cuts it up. Okay? Step 2. If necessary, find the missing side lengths. So sometimes not every measurement is written, or it's a long one and you've got to do some subtraction to find the missing side. And then third, find areas and add them together. So you're going to find the areas of all the shapes you just made, and then you're going to add them all together to get the whole big shape. All right. So, number 1 here. We can cut this up a couple different ways. I'm going to show you both ways. Okay, and I don't care which one you do. It doesn't matter, but I'll show you both. I'll do one of them, and then I'll do the other one, and then you can choose which one you want to put on your page, okay? So for this one, what shapes could you cut it into, Luke?
Triangle, rectangle.
Okay, let's make it a triangle and a rectangle. So if I cut it right here, I would have a triangle and a rectangle, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Rectangle's pretty easy to find, right? We have our height and our base. So this area here is, and I'm going to call this A1 for the first area. A1 equals 20 times 12. And we'll call this triangle here A2. And we know my formula for a triangle is base times height divided by 2, or 1/2 times base times height. Right?
Yeah.
So either one of those formulas. So we got to figure out what's the base and what's the height of my triangle. So in the picture, we've got this length and this length. We need to figure out what those are. Can anybody help me out with those? What do you think, Owen?
You know the top one, is it a 15 because I have 30?
It's not half of 30. It looks like it's half of 30. So think about some other things that you know for sure. Ethan.
It's 18 because the bottom is 12.
18, because this part from right here to right here is the same as the part down on the bottom. So that's 12. So that means that this has to be 18, because 30 minus 12 gives you that guy. Do you see where I got the 12 from?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So now we know part of our formula here. So area 2 equals 18 times divided by 2, or we could say 1/2 times 18 times. We got to get one more measurement. We need that side piece. Emery, what do you think?
It doesn't really look like it, but is it 10?
It is 10.
20 and then there's 10.
Yeah, because you got 10 on the bottom there, and it's 20 the whole way. So this is 20 minus 10 gives me 10.
That doesn't look like 10.
It doesn't look like it, so don't go by looks. Go by what you know. Okay? So now we have 18 times 10. So you'd have to plug those in your calculator. You would get 90, I believe.
We didn't do the first one. 90.
18 times 10 is 180, divided by 2 is 90. So area 2 equals 90. And you get both the same answers for that. First one we didn't do, though. So area 1 equals what? 20 times 12?
140. No. 240.
240. And that's where calculators come in handy, so you can just quickly do that. So we have 240 and we have 90. So we take them 240 plus 90 equals
130.
not 130,
300.
330. Okay, that's one way to cut it. Okay? I'm going to erase this and show you the other way, just so you can see both ways. You don't have to erase yours, though, because I think a lot of you wrote that.
Well, it says
It's
find
regular.
out.
Oh, is it the same one? Huh. Funny how that works. Find the area a different way. Let's do that. What shape should we cut it into?
Triangles.
We could, but I think you're going to have a hard time finding all of them. You could. I think. You want to cut it like here
No.
and here?
No. From the corner of 10. Wait. No, not that line.
You want to just do here?
Yeah.
Okay, we could do that. So that works. Right? So you'd have area 1, area 2. You'd have area 1 is 30 times 20 divided by 2. And area 2 is 12 times 10 divided by 2. So you'd have 330. Add them together, you get 330. We get the same thing, right?
How'd you get 30?
12 times,
Wouldn't it be 60?
I don't know how I got 30. It is 60. So my first one's not right either then.
5 seconds.
Yeah, 500.
So 30 times 20 is 600.
600.
Oh yeah, 600.
600 divided by 2 is 300. Yeah, I was right there.
Yeah, I was like.
12 times 10 is 120 divided by 2 is
So you need another zero.
Yeah, you need another 0.
60. So something's not right.
No.
Divided by 2. 30.
One of these we did wrong.
60 divided by 2 is 30.
60.
12 times 10 is 120. Divided by 2 is 60. So what did we do wrong?
I don't know.
I think we know
240.
the process of it, though. Even if the odd numbers aren't right.
No, they should work though.
Did they put the numbers wrong?
No, they're the same.
You like that more?
Did we do this half one wrong?
And maybe we'll top it wrong.
18 times 10.
Or that way just doesn't work.
It's the same thing, Molly.
What?
Maybe we'll do top.
So we had 20 times 12, 240. And we had 18 times 10 divided by 2 is 90. 240 plus 90 gives me 330. 30 times 20 divided by 2 gives me 300. Okay, I'm going to cut it one other way and we'll see what we did. I don't know what happened there.
Whoa. Like, in this you see wasted.
I want to cut it this way. What shapes do you have now?
A square.
No, you have a rectangle and a trapezoid, right? So let's see what we get here. Something didn't work out right.
I don't like that. Because then you have to do the whole trapezoid thing.
So we've got
I didn't want to trapezoid.
area 1 is 12 times 10 gives me 120.
Whoa.
Area 2, it's a trapezoid, equals my height, which is 10, times 30 plus 12, all divided by 2.
Wait, what's the height?
20.
Um, From this is from here to here.
10.
So it's 20 the whole way minus 10. So that gives me 330. So that seems right to me. So we got to figure out what we did wrong in our other one.
Mystery.
We did the triangle formula, right?
That's confusing.
I don't know. I'll figure that one out later. So let's look again at this one. I'm just going to show you one way on this one. Who wants to tell me where they want to cut it?
Right there.
Where?
Right
Where
there.
the line is.
Right there.
Right where this line is?
Why? Let's
And then we
shape
can make a
this.
square and then a rectangle.
We can cut this one time.
Just right there.
No, right where.
Right where at 5. all
Can
the
we
way
cut it right
down.
here?
Yeah. Yeah.
So how big is this side?
I don't know.
That side is
12 minus how much?
6. 5. 5 is 7.
Right, because 5 and 12. So area 1 equals 6 times 7. So area 1 is 6 times 7 is
42.
42. This other shape, what other shape do I have there?
Trapezoid.
Trapezoid. So area 2 equals height times B1 plus B2 divided by 2. What's my height?
Your height is
12.
Yeah.
12.
Okay.
Base 1 is 8.
First base is 8.
Yes.
So that's this top one here. Good.
20.
How big is this one from here?
Oh, it's 20 minus 6.
So this is 20 minus 6 because this is 6 here, right?
So it's 14.
8 plus 14
This whole
times 12
88.
so long.
divided by 2. You got 88?
Yeah.
8 plus is 22 times 12 divided by 2 is 132.
I got 92.
So did you do 8 plus 14 first?
Yeah. 8. Oh. Okay.
Then times 12,
10, 12.
then divided by 2.
Divided by 2. 92.
Okay, but did you put 8 plus 14 in parentheses?
Oh. Okay. 8 plus 14 times 12. 132.
All right, good. So we take area 1 plus area 2. We get 174. Okay? Cut them up into pieces you know. If you need to cut it up more, you can. All right? You could cut this one into a triangle and 2 rectangles if you wanted to, and have 3 different shapes. Okay? Your choice. We're going to skip this guy, and I have a handout.
Thank you.
Oh, I found it.
Okay?
Thank you.
And nothing about it.